Hi and welcome back to another video of JPlay. I am Marcus and today we are celebrating a premiere because this is the first ever sponsored video on my channel. I'm not getting paid for this video, but the fine folks with Pull the Pin Games, mainly Brian, were kind enough to send me 2 copies of pretty much everything Zorro the Dice Game. One for me to keep and one to offer you as a giveaway. Yes, you can win yourself a copy of this awesome and fun game with pretty much, again, the deluxeified components of it. You will find a link to the giveaway contest in the description of this video if you want to win this. And today, I'm not really doing a playthrough of this game because I already covered this game quite a bit on my channel. I did a solo playthrough. I also did a walkthrough playthrough of the Stunts and Allies expansion at that point in time. I think back then I also included heroes and villains, I believe, at least with a solo mode, if I recall that correctly. And yes, you will find links to the videos accordingly. No, today I am mainly doing an unboxing so that you get to learn all about the final production components of this game. Everything Zorro. So you get the dice cup, you get the dice tray, you get the metal dice, again all the expansions, more stuff in the box. And again, today I want to walk you through a couple of those boxes, so again that you learn what you might be able to get. And maybe we should simply start, I'm really curious, within the box, because this box is definitely new. Before that you had these little boxes. Now you have enough space to put everything into a big box, which I personally really prefer, quite honestly. And yeah, let's have a look what's inside here, right? Shall we? So yeah, and here we are, and apologies for the little bit of a mess. I already did snoop around here a little bit. So first of all, we have some tag boxes here, and this is, I think, stuff for the base game, basically common equipment, premium for the scoundrels, for the villains, for the heroic feats. Yeah, you can put them together and they will fit in here very, very nicely, obviously. What I really appreciated was this face mask here. In the original game there was, I think, a cardboard Zorro mask over the eyes, of course, so basically more Zorro style. But yeah, because of all the stuff that's going on, I really do appreciate this face mask here. This was a very nice stuff. It's really nice and to feel really appreciated. We get the character tokens here, so the meeples. In the base game you only have some pawns, so this is definitely much nicer, and they go nicely together with the characters. Some more tuck boxes here now for the Stunts and Allies expansion. Then we have the stuff for the Heroes and Villains expansion. We have these tokens here for the, I think these are the stunt tokens, if I recall that correctly. Some extra, let's say, exclusive, or I think promo cards or so from the equipment pack, equipment 1, character cards, the ally pack here accordingly. Then there's even a box for the promo material. Very nice. You get the sleeves in order to sleeve all your cards, and these, I think, also are the tokens for the Stunts and Allies, or mainly for the Stunts thing here, where you can then move these little stunt tokens around. In the prototype I have shown, this was a little bit, yeah, I don't know, not great, but I think this is really very thick, dual-layered kind of cardboard here, and yeah, I think works pretty nicely. And yeah, you get one of those for all of the heroes, that is. Maybe let's have a quick look at the amazing dice you will get. Again, these are metal dice, and I mean, they're really, they're so top-notch. They're extremely heavy and simply look gorgeous. I mean, this is really brushed metal and so on, with really, it's I cannot tell you how much I love those dice. And yeah, you get really a lot of those, pretty much 2 sets in here for those. I think part of those are also for the allies, I believe, the ally dice that you can get. Then of course you have the standard dice in here, which you can roll, also extremely heavy to roll them, so I wouldn't really roll them on my wooden table, honestly. But that's the cool piece, as we also get this amazing dice tray, which you can put together. And we are using this dice tray pretty much for every dice game we are playing now in the channel, because Comes with a nice felt in there, so you can really roll those dice nicely in there without them being too loud. And yeah, looks simply stunning. And then you can really put this basically, or disassemble this whole piece. It's very flat. I mean, that's not the new thing. I know you know all these little dice trays here. But again, it's so thematic, looks amazing, gorgeous, and works just fine for those metal dice in here. If that wouldn't be enough, we also get a dice cup for this. And this is also something my daughter really loved this one. She loves to chuck dice around. I mean, who doesn't? And you can really assemble this very nicely. So you can look in here, but of course we also have a bottom for this dice cup here. And again, also works, really goes totally cool together with this piece. And yeah, looks simply amazing. Love, especially those two things I really do love, and use them for pretty much all of my games in the meantime. And yeah, I think maybe let's also have a quick look at some of the components of the base game and maybe some of the expansions here. The cool piece about this is, I mean, they're called Pull the Pin, the company, and yes, they come with a pin, so you can pull this box out very nicely from the sleeve here. Of course, it wouldn't know, or it doesn't necessarily work then as soon as you put it into the big box, but I think you get the idea. And I think that's the mask I was mentioning before. You get to wear this mask, or you can put it in front of your face once you have won basically a session of this game. And it's a very small little game, so if you're really looking for something that you can take with you, you can simply go with this box here. It can really take a lot of the expansion stuff in the end. So I definitely have, I think, at least the heroes and villains always in this box, and I guess the stunts and allies should fit in here well. And yeah, just a little comparison for the standard dice, which are also nice enough, of course. But yeah, I think you get the idea that this is definitely something that's really looking amazing. These are the standard pawns that come with the game compared to the little printed meeples here. Yes, you already guessed it right. I mean, these are the cards, the equipment cards, the villain cards, the henchmen, I believe they're referred to. Again, if you want to find out how this game plays, you will find some videos from me. Yeah, doing the solo mode and also playing a multiplayer game of this game. Then maybe let's have a quick look inside the box of the Heroes and Villains expansions here, which was the first expansion. And yes, they are definitely doing a good marketing for Good Cop, Bad Cop, which is also an amazing game, by the way, which I also covered on my channel at least twice, as far as I recall. I think, first of all, they did extend the amount of players that you can play the game with. But again, with these promo pieces, you get enough for all of those. And I think now you can play it, yeah, exactly 1 to 8 players, which, yeah, I think the more the merrier in this game. I mean, my son and I, we are playing this, I don't know, really a lot of times. But again, I think the more players you add, the more interactions you do have, to some extent, of course. It's a very fast-paced game, so very family-friendly filler in the end. Yeah, comes with these villains, comes with the heroes then in the end. But again, I covered this on my recent videos in respect to the gameplay. And last but not least, we have the Stunts and Allies expansion, if I can open that box, which then also, again, depending on what it is you are doing, comes with new, I think these are the dice for the allies, if I recall that correctly. These are some of the, I guess, for the stunts, something that you can put in which you need. But again, yeah, you can use them, but you have other components in there. We have the allies, we have some more villains in here, and these are, again, the stunts token, which I believe we have much nicer ones in the box. Again, if I can find those somewhere. Yeah, it's a mess. It's really a ton of stuff in the end. Yeah, here they are, exactly the wooden tokens, that is, which definitely look much nicer, but works also just fine. And I think, again, you already see that it's really not a lot of really, let's say, components in respect to cards. So again, if you want to take it with you on a trip, I think you should be able to put in most of the stuff here into the much smaller box here. And yeah, you can, again, it takes maybe 15-20 minutes, depending a little bit on the amount of players that is, but you can play this game relatively quickly. Yeah, and I think that's pretty much it in respect to the components. So a lot of stuff that you will get with the Everything Zorro the Dice Game package. Really, it's adorable to look at, and it's also a very, very fun little game. It's not so little anymore when you consider all the stuff that you get. Again, you can win yourself a copy. So you will find a link, or if when you follow my link to Gleam, where I'm hosting this giveaway, I will ship it to you. If you are living in a location or where I can ship it to, I will cover the transport cost. You might have to cover everything in respect to any local duties, taxes or customs or whatnot, unfortunately. So this will be totally on you, but I will cover the transportation. And again, the fine folks with Pull the Pin were kind enough to sponsor this giveaway. Again, I'm not getting paid for this video. My payment is really this package, is this giveaway. But yeah, I'm definitely more than thankful for this opportunity. And yeah, with this being said, I should not forget to give a huge shout out to my patrons and channel members. You guys are really amazing, appreciate it. And yeah, hope to see you soon in one of my other videos, and until then, bye bye.